Take two.
I'm like, is it really recording, girl? Because you didn't say last time.
Welcome everybody to Out of the Box, and we have Johnny, Chloe, and myself. Again, because the computer decided to overheat, so we're going to act excited, joyful, horrified, all over again. And today's topics are... Ken is now having a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive item. We have Rainbow High news. We have Miniverse Controversy and new Descendants movie, question mark? So let's go into it first with the Ken exclusive San Diego Comic-Con and how we think it's all not worth it. All right, let's go. Woo, again. Woo. All right, tell us, Chloe, for the first time, how do you feel about the dollhouse that is a thing?
I mean, I personally don't like it, only because we already have or had the Barbie one, and it's kind of the same thing. There's a couple little subtle changes, yes, but it's not enough for me to be like, oh my God, I need it. Oh my God. You know, this like Barbie the movie collection is very much catered to people who really, really like the movie and who have like everything, all the merch, all the vinyls, all the DVDs, and a shrine of Barbie the movie dolls, you know. So it's very aimed towards them.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know. Mattel really is loving these high prices because I think it's also going to be $50, just like the other one.
Yeah.
So like that's wild to me. 2 little mini houses, $100. Yeah. Let that sink in. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's something new.
It's a pass for me. I think it is cute. I would have liked them to have done something, I know, like maybe like different things with it. I don't know how they could have improved it, but I just, like I said, they're really just feeding into the people. They're like, oh, you're obsessed with the Barbie movie still from last year. Well, here's just another random thing for it. I mean, I like that you can get a Barbie and a Ken house together options. Like that's cute, but it's definitely a pass item for me just because of the cost. And then I'm also not a Barbie fan movie person like at all. So pass for me. I don't know. How you feel, Johnny?
Yeah, it definitely is a pass for me. I just thought of this, but what if instead of like we have to buy the house again, why didn't they just come out like a little Ken like expansion where it's just like it's just like the doll and like all of the little accessories that it comes with, and maybe the you could like pop out the door and put the new door in, so we're not having to buy another house. We can just switch it out and like make it into a Ken house, which I feel like I'd be all in for that. But other than that, I also don't like the Gene look. Give him the Mojo Dojo look. I think that would have been a bit better, but it is what it is. It's a pass for me.
Yeah, I'm just not vibing with it. I'm not feeling it. I'm just kind of like, at first I was like, oh, that? Like, I was like, all right, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. And I haven't really heard too many people say anything about it at all in general. So I don't know. Maybe it's going under the radar for a lot of people because I think so many people are focused on like the Monster High, like Ghoulia San Diego Comic-Con release, which I know you mentioned earlier, Chloe, that it is going to be available on Mattel Creations and at Comic-Con. So I'm glad that it opens it up to more people possibly getting the option for it. But I after mulling it over the past week, I don't know. I'm cool with not getting her. I'm also cool with getting her. I'm kind of like in the middle ground with it. But yeah, so Mattel's doing a lot of Comic-Con pieces though this year. It seems like a lot of stuff, a lot of things. Yeah, so that was our excitement about that. we were so much more jolted earlier about everything. Let's switch it over to MGA news. So we did get images from Australia, which shout out to Australia for getting stuff before everybody else. They got the Dream Besties, and now they're getting the new Rainbow High dolls that have glitter legs. MJ loves the glitter and the legs with mermaids, with Novi stars. They're like, maybe this time it'll work. It's like really like it's like they have this technology. They're like, let's do it again. I don't know. To me, I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale for me. I know that the two of you are a little more excited about it, I take it, than me.
Well, not too much. I'm like, I only want the pink one.
You're like, whoa, hold it there now.
Like, yeah, I only want they're like, so you didn't like that we removed wrist articulation. Let's remove leg articulation too. So
I know, but a disappointment. Like, not cute.
Accessories are cute though. I
I
do
like
like
the
Yes.
accessories. The coffee machine
Yeah.
thing is a yes for me. I just want the accessories.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The little coffee cup.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, you guys, I am a somewhat of a little completionist when it comes to new characters. So because these are new characters, technically, I'm probably gonna get all four.
Yeah.
Have to do a whole bunch of body swaps, and because I am not gonna deal with the glitter legs exploding on my shelves and ruining them. Like, no, thank you.
Mm-mm.
So I'm probably gonna do that. I think I would have preferred the fantasy skin tones over
Yes.
the like I guess like the normal skin tones. I did feel like it went more with the whole magical world inside our high school vibe. Like I feel like it went with that a little bit more. So, I'm excited to see them. The quality, like Johnny said, is there. So like I'm hoping that we're still getting like somewhat good pieces that we're able to incorporate into restyles or the dolls themselves. So I'm excited for them. I'm also kind of like, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. Those rumored? I mean, well, they're already popping up, but those are rumored to be like this fall, like along with like the winter dolls and the locker, that little locker, which also was like a canceled thing with the whole two canceled dolls, which were supposed to be, I think, Bella and Poppy, the bathtub. So I don't know. Like those were the ones that I wanted. And I wanted literally the two that I really wanted are the ones that get like canceled. I mean, I could be wrong. They might still release them,
I don't
but
know.
from what I
I feel
heard,
like it's like MGA has become Mattel when it comes to gimmicks, where Mattel consistently has these like paper fabric Barbies, but oh, we do color reveal looking things, and then like oh, we have no articulation, but we have cutie reveal. It's like so they keep Mattel very much leans into, I feel like with Barbie now, full gimmick. Whether in the past it was, yeah, Barbie had gimmicks with things but also had better quality, and I feel like MGA now has kind of taken that pattern. I mean, sorry Isaac for calling you out, but it's like as much as they hate Mattel, they're really going in Mattel's footsteps when it comes to creating this pattern of gimmicky doll, lower quality. It's not speaking to me personally, which is great because it saves money for my wallet, but also it makes me a little sad because again, my life was so Rainbow High focused for the past like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I think they're taking too many notes from Mattel when it comes to that. Too many notes. Put the notes away. Go to something
mm,
else. Go to something else.
yeah.
And so it's a little bit of a little I don't know. Again, I'll wait to see it in person. I think once we all see them in person, our opinions will probably change.
Oh, for sure.
I hope someone wants to sell me just the accessories so I don't have to buy the doll, but it's just because I want that coffee maker thing. But MGA though, unfortunately, had some controversy this week. As much as we talked up Miniverse last week, it's all over Instagram the past few days. Any of the there's three series has been called out. I guess it was one of the lifestyle ones and two other ones for having possible reactions from respiratory and skin reactions for the resin, anything created before May of this year. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Miniverse.
That's wild. That was a wild. I didn't. I love how we were like talking it up literally like Friday, and then this
Just
news
like that.
happened like literally like 2 days ago or like a day ago. I don't even remember, but it's wild. I get why they did it. When I mean, resin is just like one of those things that's like very much for adults. Like it's a very like toxic type of situation. So I get why like they probably did get a lot of complaints of like kids getting irritation or a smell being something or something. They
Yeah.
got complaints, so they're gonna fix it, which is good. Like I'm glad that they're gonna fix it. So I guess we'll see what happens with that because I'm very excited for the three new things that are coming out this year, which is the spa series, the happy hour, like make it minis, and the Harry Potter potion. So I'm excited to see those, obviously. But get your refunds, get your whatever situation. Don't let kids, like Elvira said, roll around in the rest.
I mentioned it the first time we were recording it. I'm like, you know what? It was probably that one kid. There's always that one kid, right? That like, those kids that back 30 some 40 years ago that would eat the Play-Doh. And that's why now Play-Doh is so like toxic, super friendly. You know, it was probably that one kid who just rolled around in the resin. And, you know, and again, I don't blame the parents completely. I feel like parents obviously should be involved when you're buying products for your kids. But for me, that's one of those things where it's a combination of, we mentioned it earlier, where it was a product in the toy aisle. So people just assume when something's in the toy aisle, everything is fine. Like, oh, it's a kid thing, right? It's an arts and crafts thing. So I feel like it should have been maybe in a different aisle or like on an end cap where it's like partially for family, but also it's a crafting thing. Don't eat it, you know? So I think it's a combination of both faults. I feel like MJ should have maybe had it marketed in a different aisle. And I think, please, people read the labels on things. Like, so I think it's a combination of both. It's both, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't think it's like
definitely
one
agree.
party fully to blame. I just think it's
Yeah.
great that, you know, MJ is taking responsibility. They are like, Johnny, I think you were mentioning that they are taking refund
Refunds, yeah, they are
exchange
issuing
and stuff.
refunds for people that have the new capsules unopened, and also if the resin is unopened, you can also request a refund for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there are options out there. Go check out, I guess, MJ's website and stuff like that. Reach out to them, and yeah, again, at least they're taking care of it. At least they're changing the
Yeah.
formula. They're trying. Partially probably because they're getting sued, but you know, it's always any of this always comes from, are we getting sued? So it's probably from that, but still, at least they're at least taking care of it. And I hope the line doesn't falter too much because of this, because I think it is really
Yeah.
cute, and I
Yeah, I
love
hope
arts
it
and
doesn't get
crafts.
tainted with like a bad image, but I do believe that they'll bounce back. They already, like, I think on their social medias, they are still rolling out like positive, like, oh, can't wait for the new products, and they're like, oh, we can't wait for you to open them. So I think they are bouncing back from this, and
They're like,
but I
let's
do
just go.
understand that I do understand how it could be very confusing for being a kid's toy, of course, it being in the kids section, but also
Yeah.
it just being so similar to the LOL tots, because just recently we had the tots where you could like make like the little cake, and it's also like water, or like the water balloon, so like that has like water stuff in there, or like again with the cakes, so it could be confusing to an adult. We're like, oh, that's another like little crafty ball where it comes with like different little things, and like that one was safe, so I think maybe this one's safe too, so who
They should
knows,
have
because
had it in a different aisle. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Or a
which I
bigger
think,
sticker.
yeah, no, I agree with that. Which I think, moving on into like the future of Miniverse, I think they're very much going to be targeted towards adults a little bit more now. I think like we've seen that shift where like I think adults just fell in love with the minis and the Miniverse world in general. And so like I think Miniverse saw that and they were like, oh my God, like we have something here. Let's cater to our adult audience, which is why I think they're doing the whole like happy hour and even the Harry Potter stuff. Because Harry Potter
Yeah.
is old, so a lot of the people who grew up with Harry Potter are now like adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Harry Potter's for adults, but like, you know, it's very much
Yeah.
targeted for an older audience. So I do see them maybe shifting and maybe moving the whole miniverse section into a new aisle or the crafting aisle because
Yeah.
I know that they could do that. I'm excited. Honestly, I love Miniverse. I mean, yeah, the resin, you know, toxic. One more toxic thing in my life isn't gonna hurt me. But
You're like
but
all the
I'm
lead paint
excited.
that I live with, you know, it's like it's like what is
Chewing
the
on
little
Polly
resin
Pocket
gonna do?
clothes and shoes.
we'll just get a bunch of superpowers. Everyone just
I
says
know. We're
Ooh,
all gonna just have
hopefully.
like
superpowers.
radiating, you
We have a
know?
tentacle.
Yeah.
Don't know.
What are we gonna look like in the next 100 years? We don't know. It's because we played with the resin.
Mm,
Let's do Miniverse.
Rolled around with
Uh,
the resin, like you said.
rolled around.
but let's talk about movie reviews. No, I'm kidding. Well, a movie's coming out, and there's dolls related to this movie, and there has been other dolls in the past from this movie. Descendants 4, they have new face sculpts. They look actually better than a lot of the other Descendants dolls
Yeah.
that I had only a few from Toys R Us. How are we feeling about the new dolls? I like the new face sculpts. I think they're actually cute, surprisingly.
Yeah, I really like the new face sculpts too. I like that all of them are very unique and they are based on the character. I am a big fan of the Descendants, like the movies. Not the biggest fan of the dolls. I just have one, which she's right here. So this is the Queen of Mean. So that's the only one I have. But so I'm not like the biggest Descendants doll collector, but I did see that they were very popular. I did see people buying them. It's not one of those doll lines that kind of had like their little a couple lines and then they like died off. They were pretty popular and they had like a big section. remember going to the and they had a really, really big section of Descendants dolls, which of course they probably took the Ever After High section, but
I
you
know.
know.
It's like, because I remember, I can't believe again Toys R Us, and when I Googled it, it's July of 2015. So Descendants has been around for 9 years, which is
Mm.
way longer than I thought. Because I was like, wait, I remember getting those on clearance at Toys R Us. And I was like, wait, Toys R Us has been closed for many years now. Yeah, 2015. So it's really wild to think that
Wild.
they've been around that long, that the fan base is still there. Now, we did mention that they are changing. So it's not the original cast. They couldn't
Mm-mm.
afford all those people
Yeah.
anymore. So they got new people to pay less, and they're gonna going new direction. Okay. But honestly, it genuinely looks a little bit more I don't want to say darker, but I think the audience of the original Descendants to now has aged. So I think they're aging the film up, and I think I might like that better. I don't know why in my head I always put together Descendants and Zombie. Like I don't know why Descendants and Zombies always go together in my head, even though they're not
It's a
the same
Disney
movie at
thing.
all.
It's a
Like
Disney thing.
for some reason they come out around the same time. I don't know. I'm more excited
Yeah.
about the zombie movie though, personally. But
Oh, yes, love zombies. Biggest fan of zombies.
I'm excited for these Descendant dolls. I did not get into the whole Descendants thing because around that time it was the whole controversy against Ever After High versus
Right.
Descendants and
Mhm.
Mattel and losing the licensing to Disney and a lot of drama. So I didn't get into it. I personally like this new movie that's coming out with the dolls a lot better. Like you said, Elvira, I do feel it a little bit. I don't know, just better.
it looks
The
better, yeah.
costumes, from what I've seen, the costuming is way better. They got Brandy to come on it. Like, what? They
I
have
know,
Rita
love.
Ora. I'm like, what is going on? Disney said we're gonna give it budget, and they're
Yeah.
giving budget. The costumes look amazing. The actors are phenomenal. I cannot wait to see it. And the dolls are actually really nice. Like, I am tempted to get them. I heard that we are going to get a Brandy doll, and she's going to be
Mhm.
exclusive to Target. So,
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. Wow.
yeah, I'm sure there's going to be more dolls. Like, this is Disney.
Just like the
This is
little launch,
Mattel.
yeah.
They're going to launch
Mhm.
$30,000 budget, deluxe, lace. They're going to do the whole
Well, see, that's a
shebang.
little difference though, because with the original was first three waves of Descendants, that was Hasbro, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why maybe the dolls look better now.
Not to be shady, but like
Is
Mattel got that
it?
money.
Is
Mattel
it?
got that
Well,
money.
you know
Like,
what it is though. Well, honestly, I kind of like it better. They didn't put the budget towards getting the original cast, like Dove Cameron, etc., because now they have much bigger names. But they maybe put it into, like you said, the costuming and other products for it. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. I again was never a huge fan, but this one made me go, oh, I watch that. I'll give that a shot.
yeah.
I'm excited. I'll try it. We'll
Mm.
see.
Love that they didn't get Dove Cameron, but they got Rita Ora.
So, you know what? Money choices. They made different choices in what they want to do. I'm excited for the Brandy doll. I didn't even know that was a thing. I have the
Yeah.
first Brandy doll when it was just like her, like a doll of herself.
Mhm.
So that's kind of cool. I wonder what it would look like. I don't know. We'll see.
With the face sculpts, I'm pretty sure they might get her likeness. I think. I
Yeah.
mean, they're doing that right now with these. They look a lot like the actresses who play the characters. So I wouldn't be surprised if they get the Brandy doll to look like Brandy, which would
I hope
it would
so.
just be
I hope so.
much more. Yeah, it would be really really cool. I mean, also like the original cast, like probably did not want to come back on because Cameron Boyce ended up passing away. So I'm sure it was going to bring back a lot of memories, and they probably did not want to go through that. So, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see this new cast. We'll see how the movie is. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited. When's the release date on the movie? I didn't see that. Soon, right? Is it soon?
I think it's July.
Is it July? Wow, right around the
Yeah,
corner. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see
yeah.
it. I
I
think it'll
could be
be
wrong.
interesting for
Yeah,
sure.
me too.
Love that. Yeah, today I feel like we didn't have as many topics, but it was interesting variety of things to talk about.
Yeah, definitely the doll news slowed down, which we
I'd slow down
appreciate.
a little bit. Good,
Yeah.
because if we had to refilm a whole long episode of 30 topics, that we probably would not be doing it today. Let's put it that way. Uh, but as we end our episode, we have two segments that we love to add in, and I always find it very interesting to see what people say. So we're doing our out of the box moment, where whether it's something doll related or not, that we just want to share with all of you, so you get to know us a little bit better. Who would like to go first and share their out of the box moment?
Johnny.
Johnny,
Oh,
woo, okay,
mood.
ooh.
Oh my God, I wasn't expecting this.
Ah!
But what I've been doing this week, I've kind of been in my coloring era. I've kind of been obsessing
Oh,
over like coloring books.
oh,
I got this coloring book a while back. It's a creepy book with like chibi characters.
oh, I
So like
love
on the
that.
back, it has like a
Ooh.
bunch of different like it has like the Grady twins and it has like look, it has all of that. So I've been
So cute.
kind of coloring. I just did this one isn't very generic. I kind of just colored this one.
That's
How
so
It looks like you
cute.
printed it. That looks so good. I'm not good at
well.
coloring. I know that's a weird statement to say,
So
but like you look so
I've
good.
been working on that. I'm gonna try to complete that book because I bought it like 3 years ago, like back in college, and I just never got into it. And then I was like, you know what? There's colored pencils are just around laying around the corner. I'm just gonna start coloring that. So that's what I've kind of been into. It's very calming, just listen to music, listen to a podcast, and color and just color. I've also been in my creative drawing era. So
Oh,
I drew fan art of all three of us, and
Oh.
I wanted to show it here. So this is my little fan art, and
Oh.
I drew all of us. So I'm proud of it. I think this is my best
Oh.
work. This is my best work to date. Look, it's
I
us.
don't know. I don't know
I'm so
which one am I
skinny.
because I'm
We're-
The
I'm
diet
you
is
missing
know,
working. No,
where's
I'm
my
kidding.
ponytail? Where's my ponytail? I'm missing my hair.
I'm not advanced yet to do the detail to do the details yet, but I'm getting there. I
Your
did the best I
hands are
could.
the hardest part I heard. Okay, hands are the hardest.
Yeah, yeah. I tried my best.
That is
So
so funny that you did that.
that's what
We're
I've been
so
doing. That's what I've been
skinny.
doing. Just
I
been
know
in
we're
my little
skinny
creative era, coloring and
legends. Skinny
drawing.
legends.
That's that's what's in
Oh
the
my
headquarters
god.
this week.
I cannot.
You
I
know what's so
cannot.
funny? That like unlocked a memory for me. So you know how like they do superlatives in school and like high school. So it's like most of this, most to do that. I was voted most artistic of my class. And so they normally would always pick, I think now they only pick one person for superlative, but they always pick like one male and one female for every, superlative thing. So the kid and I were like, oh, let's do something funny since they think we're the most artistic. So they have to take a picture of the superlative people.
Mm.
That's literally what we did. We each drew a stick figure and we're like, we're most artistic. And
Oh, I love
it was
that.
so people were like, but the ones that laughed got it. They were like, okay, thank you. See, thank you. Because we're like,
Like
okay,
you get it, you get it.
yeah, it's like most artistic. Like, what are we gonna do? Stand here and just go, so we were like, let's hold up stick figures, and we're like, and it's one of my favorite pictures.
Definitely
I thought that was so funny.
it's a talent.
That's so
It's hard.
cool.
I took like that probably took me like 2 hours.
I love that. Again,
What
accurate.
what about you, Elvira? What's your out of the box moment?
Oh, actually, let me grab something really quick. Pause.
Okay.
All right, so for my out of the box moment, one time in Miami. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Other topics we were talking about earlier. So yes, I have my website is up. I still have not done a hard launch for it. I plan on filming a video soon, probably tomorrow, but it'll be up eventually. And so yes, so I have been selling stuff, keychains, beads, whatnot, all of that. But I've expanded that line even further, even though I haven't done a full complete launch, to see these little things clip on the back of your phone clips.
Oh, so cute.
And
Wait, how do you clip them
I
on?
love those.
it's frosting that hardens. And then so this clip, let me show you. Pause, please. Let me get my. See, this is not a good phone case because I have a ring on it, so obviously it doesn't work. But imagine that ring was not there. See how it clips on like this? It snaps on the back of your
It's
phone.
like a little slide. Probably is it a slider?
Yes.
Oh my
So
god,
let me show
that's
you. It
so cute.
does this and expands so you can put your phone
Mm.
in it. And I've been experimenting with the frosting. I actually have colored glitter gels coming and everything. And this has been 24 hours of hardening. And these are my first two pieces I ever made.
Oh, those look
And I'm
so
going to do
good.
more. I'm going to expand. Obviously, we have Bluefish hanging it on my favorite, my absolute favorite,
Wow.
my connected
That
me.
is wild.
So
And
yeah,
it has a
so I'm
little
still in
loop
my
for the
creative journey.
charm too.
Oh yeah, so these are regular flat back charms, but they're also beads, but like obviously when it's on here, it doesn't really matter.
Mm.
But then they also have hooks, so you can actually hook
Yeah.
straps to it and wear your phone on your side. And then I haven't gone to this level yet. Again, I'm still in that learning level. I'm still learning the difference between like frostings and gels and gel glues and all that other stuff. But the goal eventually is to do stuff like this, where it's a phone clip, but then you have the doll, and then you can have your charms
Oh,
hanging off of it.
wow.
So this is
Look
like
Oh
the
my
level that I want to
God.
be at, but we got to start somewhere. And also for this is not every day on the go. This is every day on the go, I feel like. So, um, but this is the same thing. It's like in the shape of a teddy bear, and then you put frosting, and then it hardens, and then you can have your like doll and your charms on it, and then this comes off. So yeah, expect these to be on the my whatnot streams eventually and on my website. So I've been playing with frosting and deco art.
That
That's
is
been
so
my
cool.
expansion of things.
You were voted best artistic person for a
Artistic.
reason.
Most artistic, like it's been
I
a lot of fun though.
mean,
A lot of fun.
that's wild. Okay, so you're really like expanding into like the craft and creation world, like full force.
Everything. We're going full force. Like here's an earring that I have. It's like a glass teddy bear on a
So
little
cute.
cake, you know? So yeah, so no, I'm full force. Like this has to work. 'Cause like I said, I voluntarily quit or basically told them not to call me back. I put it that way. To one of my jobs. So basically this has to be successful because I have less income coming in every month. Plus also I do enjoy this more. It's more creative outlet. I feel like it's more just cute to look at than a lot of the other jobs I do. So yeah, so I'm very, very excited. So yes, expect more of that beginning this Saturday over on Whatnot. I'll be doing a stream at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Join us where I'll be selling beads and other accessory things that I make. So yeah. All right, shameless plug.
No, yeah, I was gonna say definitely join us because the conversations in the chat get crazy.
I
It's
We
can't
so
do
believe
the
much
it was
fun.
most
5 hours. 5 hours last
5
Saturday.
hours.
And we were
Wild.
there for every
Five
single hour.
hours.
You were
I know.
there
I was like,
every
are
Yes.
they
single hour,
still
every minute
awake?
we were here. Yeah.
Yes. A lot of fun moments. You can chat with us over there. So definitely check that out this Saturday. This Saturday. Go support. Go support.
I know, please, because now I have less work. Oh. But honestly, it's a lot of, I genuinely am just having so much fun doing it. So that's a big thing too. That's very important because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then, maybe rethink what you're doing. So that's why I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going to enjoy this and hopefully it'll be successful in the long run. So yeah, that's been what I've been doing this week. How about you, Chloe? What have you been up to?
Me? You really want to know what I've been up to? What's my out of the box moment?
Oh, no.
Oh, you're like, here we
No,
go.
I no. Well, I was sick last week, so I wasn't really like out and about or doing anything. So one of the things that I mentioned that I did was I was reorganizing my bookcases with all of my dolls, and that's what I was doing. I was fixing all of my brats. I actually got some contact paper that has like a wood grain, like it looks like floor, but just like
Ooh.
for dolls.
Mhm.
And I started like putting contact paper on the bottom part. Like I'm gonna make over these like little rooms and dioramas that I have going on little by little. So that's all I've been really doing. You guys, like I haven't really been doing much, like but
No,
it's
hey,
something.
sometimes an easy week is needed, which evidently I'm learning I don't ever do, but I have it scheduled that I should do it. But no, I think that's great that you're taking time to just sometimes like sit there and just relax, craft a little bit, reduce the stress levels. I feel like with a lot of us now, it's like we're just always go, 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 go. So yeah, I think don't feel bad that you didn't do much because that's honestly a good thing sometimes. That is, sometimes
Yeah.
it's good to
No,
just not
yeah.
do so much. Yeah.
I guess. Thanks.
I'm like, you're not,
No, yeah, I
it's
mean,
very girly pop.
no, yeah, I've just been chilling. I've also been like, I know it's bad, but I've been on Mercari and eBay and the
Ooh,
shopping. I've
got
just
your
been
gal.
I've just been
Makari
getting
gets
into
me.
like getting more pieces for my collection, but then I'm also kind of like, girl, calm down because you have so much going on. So I have been looking for a few products to buy here and there in the future. So we'll see, but
Now let's go into comments. Now, we like to go back on previous episodes and read some of your comments that stood out to us. I guess I'll go first since I have mine up right now on the screen. Shout out to, I'm gonna hopefully say this correctly, Lee Ann Balberina 704. I apologize if I butchered that. It's they said, y'all cracked me up with the mini wine, mini face mask, and miniverse replacing the real world experiences due to tight budgets. True, haha. And I agree. Like, I feel like, you know what? In a world that is so overwhelming and expensive, get your tiny face mask, get your little tiny drink, and enjoy it. And I just thought that was so cute. I was like, it is, yeah. In a world that's so expensive, go mini.
Mm-hmm.
They're just,
Facts.
thank you, hire me. No, I'm kidding.
Go mini.
Go mini.
But like facts. No, yeah, I agree with that. My comment comes from Jenny Blade, and she commented, I enjoy when you guys go off on doll tangents, and doll therapy is a real thing. Bye, Rainbow High. Well, hello, Miniverse cocktails. Yes.
Oh yes, mini cheers
Yes.
to that.
Everybody walks out like a little like, you know.
Everyone raise your mini glass.
We're very chaotic.
Did we see the list of what drinks there are? Is there a mocktail in these drinks?
There is a list. Yes.
I need to review it because
Yeah.
I'm someone who does not drink. I think it's so adorable. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I would like to see a mocktail on there. I think that would be hilarious. Like that would be really like deep if they went there like did like a mocktail ginger ale looking thing or whatever. I
Yeah.
would really like. I need that one. My non-alcoholic doll needs that one. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
like, is there a mocktail on that list? That'd be
I
funny.
want them all. I want them all. I drink. I want them all.
Your doll.
Oh,
So
yeah, we know you do. We know. We can tell.
is your doll gonna have to go to a meeting after all this drops? You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she has a
Well.
little shopping addiction, you know, when she's under the influence. So all jokes, all jokes.
I know. We're just playing here. I don't want anyone to ever be like offended if anyone, hey, I have not had a drink in 10 years. I'm the first one to admit any of that. So, but I feel like I could just imagine your doll though. Like you said, you're setting up your like doll shelves and everything. I could see like you're setting it up and she's like going into a room and it's like she has all her mocktails, all her shopping, her pile of credit card receipts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a hard week.
It's
That's so
been,
cute.
yeah.
Oh, a lot of fun. Fun comments. We love it, you guys. Thank you so much for always engaging and commenting. And, it's nice to see. It's nice to see all the positive reactions. I love when people say that they look forward to hearing us talk every week, which I'm surprised anybody shows up. So it's great when we've got a little crowd showing up. And we do genuinely appreciate it. We all do. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
So comment on this video and maybe we'll read it next week. And as we wrap up today's video, we are going to be hitting our 1-year anniversary soon, and that's going to be our 30th episode. And we would love to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions for us, again, it's not a guarantee because we don't know how many questions are going to be coming in. But make sure to put anniversary question. If you say anniversary question and then a question after it, we'll add it all to a list and we'll see how many we can get through during that episode because we want to, answer your questions. All of you have been here. Some of us, honestly, a lot of you have been here since the beginning. So we want to make sure that everybody is involved as much as possible. So yeah, anniversary question, put your question there and then we'll try to answer it for our 30th 1-year anniversary. Can't believe it's been 1 year that we've been pumping out these little fun conversations and interviews and moments and having to re-record today,
You never know, but you know what? We get it done.
Get it done. It's getting done. It's getting done. Until next time, thank you everybody for listening or watching us, whether it's on, one of the podcast available sites, Spotify, Amazon, etc. And then of course here on YouTube. So until next time, make sure to comment. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.